Coca Light.
Hello, everybody, and salud from San Carlos, or near San Carlos, Sonora, Mexico. My name is Mark Mulligan, and look who is joining me tonight.
Hey, Mark. I'm glad to be back.
It's Rudy B, everybody. So, as you're getting logged in, you know the routine. Step one, send a quick message to anybody who's watching something that's not as fun as songs about oceans and beaches and sailboats and things like that. Get them to flip on over here and join us tonight on Facebook Live. And step two, make a trip over to that fridge right now, and you pour yourself something that's as delicious as what Rudy and I have in our glasses.
Cheers.
Tonight's show is brought to you by Captain Morgan.
Oh,
And
yes, indeed.
it's going to be fun. Now, tonight is kind of a special night. Well, in a sad way, Rudy and I aren't going to play together until 2021, which sounds so far away.
It does sound far away, but I am so glad for 2020 to be almost over.
So, anyway, this will be his last show after joining me for some live shows in San Carlos. Of course, he joined me for that great show in Alamos last week, which, just so you know, is posted on YouTube. It's still posted on Facebook, and it is on my website at markmulligan.net. In addition to Rudy B joining us tonight, guess who else is going to come out and join us on that bass guitar and on the cajon over here? You guessed it, our video crew of Pablo and Anais.
Aha.
How many of you guys, raise your hand on your couch, we can see you, were with us about a month ago when these guys got up here and just did a great job with no rehearsal or anything, and we did a half a dozen songs. We're going to do that tonight, but with Rudy B, we've basically got a full band here. My son, Luis, is handling your comments tonight. Hey, so make sure to say hi to Luis when you tune in. And we'll be showing you some pictures. And, I forgot the picture of that. No. You know what? We'll be showing you some great pictures as the night goes on, even a couple of videos, and saying hello to some special people, too. So, have you gotten somebody who's watching something boring to flip on over here? I hope so. And I hope you have something delicious in your hand right now. And I hope you, for later on in the show, have some guacamole ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe even after the show, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah. Well,
So, Rudy, it's been great having you here.
it has been. And, you know, the whole time I'm here, I haven't seen a single hurricane. Have you seen any?
Well, you've been chasing them away.
Blame it on me. Well, maybe I should take credit.
Let's sing a little song about that. Folks, let's kick off another Monday night. Get ready to have fun. Rudy B. Came here for cold beer, beaches and blue sky. Then came the hurricane and bye-bye paradise. Now his roof somewhere in Florida, his fridge floated out to sea. His pickup truck is stuck in muck, his boat's up in a tree. Old John was last seen out on the dock, screaming out to the weather gods, "Is that all you got?" From the Florida Keys, down in Belize, the Bahamas to Mexico, we all want to be where the hurricane blows, except when the hurricane blows. Now Tom and PJ bought a boat and named that baby Calm Down. God knows that's how they felt before they ever left the dock. When Francis and then Jean blew the wind right out of their sails, torn and tattered, dazed and battered, thinking, man, let's bail. Last time I heard from Captain Tom, he was anchored somewhere beautiful, pouring PJ a shot of rum. No doubt they got conned out, but they kept that dream afloat. They just want to be where the hurricane blows, except when the hurricane blows. Tell us about it, Rudy B. too late to evacuate. It's about to hit the fan. So I'm stocked up on Captain Morgan, breaking out my snorkel and fins. House shaking, glass breaking, here we go again. I'm writing my will for the umpteenth time, and making one last toast from the coast. So lift those glasses high and lift them up, everybody. Here's to John, PJ, and Tom, and all of you crazy folks who just want to be where the hurricanes blow. We all come because we love the sun, but there's one thing you gotta know. We all want to be where the hurricanes blow, except when the hurricanes blow. Except when the hurricanes blow. Whoa, whoa. Except when the hurricanes blow. All right, kicking off the show. What do you guys out there think of this character, Rudy B? And in Spanish, his name is Rudy B.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So it's been fun having Rudy. Well, Rudy, I know that in just a couple days, when we deport you, you're going to be feeling a lot like this song right here.
I am sure of this one, Mark.
You're going to be tempted.
I will be.
As the closer and closer you get to that border going north, I'd like to remind you all there are not a lot of fun, festive songs about going north of the border.
No.
You
Think of one.
You're going to want to turn around and run, aren't
I
you?
will. Promise. 1, 2.
From a week in paradise, I got used to holding you close every night. As we come down from the clouds and touch the ground, you're squeezing my hand so tight. But paradise is behind us, where we learned less is really more, and all we needed was each other. Then what are we coming back for? Let's turn around and run back to the sea and the sun. Don't need much to have fun, just some lotion and some rum. We could snorkel for free, or just hang out on the beach, lay around in the sun. Smartest thing we've ever done. Let's turn around and run. This big old city's so full of people, buzzing around like flies, all stressed out in their everyday world, dressed up in their suits and their ties, trying to achieve the next level. With a bonus they can buy that new car or a big house just to keep the family. They think those things are who they are. Let's turn around and run back to the sea and the sun. Don't need much to have fun, just some lotion and some rum. We could snorkel for free, or make love on the beach, lay around in the sun. Smartest thing we've ever done. Let's turn around and run. Tell us about it, Rudy. Rudy B. Now we were suffering from a delusion. We could leave all this behind. Lug our baggage, get ready for that 9-to-5 grind. As we lugged our way to the exit, I could see the question in her eyes. So I answered with a smile. I grabbed her hand. Next plane back to paradise. Right on there. Let's turn around and run. Come on, help us out. Back to the sea. sea and the sun. Don't need much to have fun. Just some lotion and some rum. We could snorkel for free or make love on the beach. Lay around in the sun, smartest thing we've ever done. Let's turn around and run. One more time, everybody. Let's turn around and run. Back to that Mexico sun. Don't need much to have fun. Just some lotion and some rum. We could snorkel for free or make love on the beach. Lay around in the sun, smartest thing we've ever done. Let's turn around and run. Lay around in the sun, smartest thing we've ever done. Let's turn around and run. Now that sounds like a game plan. Yeah, that's our studio audience you hear in the background. Welcome to our entire studio audience. It's an overflow crowd tonight. We're loosely defining crowd. All right, Rudy B. You know, this guy is a wonderful songwriter in his own right. The big difference on our albums is I'm a lazy slouch. I go to Nashville, and I have these awesome musicians playing all this great stuff. Well, Rudy B., when he records an album, not only does he write and sing the songs, he plays every instrument you hear in the great albums. Take it away.
Wondering what you're gonna do. Well, I've been watching, waiting for a clue. Will you stand or will you fall? Does it matter at all? Or are you under the gun? Well, are you under the gun? Are you under the gun? Are you under the gun? And now things pressing in, getting too close to call. Well, now things getting tight. Your back's against a wall. Will you really overcome or leave it all undone? Or are you under the gun? Well, are you under the gun? Well, are you under the gun? Are you under the gun? Are you under the gun? Well, are you under the gun? Well, are you under the gun? It all, the things that you've been through. Are you better somehow for what you chose to do? For you did stand and you did fall. You couldn't win them all. And you're still under the gun. 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 You're still under the gun.
everybody. How about that?
you.
Great job, Rudy.
Thank you, Mark.
All right, well, on that note, I would like to welcome out from the other side of the lens our wonderful camera crew. You guys see the great job they do week after week. Well, there's a couple of musical instruments up here calling their names. It's Pablo and Anais, and I think they will only come out on the other side here. If you guys from your couches give them a big round of applause. I hear you guys, but I don't hear the people at home, so let's try it again. A big round of applause for Pablo and Anais. Woo. Okay, some of you, Dennis Swint, you're not clapping. Turk Sims, clap, come on. There we go, everybody.
Better.
Here's Anais, and Pablo's kind of shy. No, he's just drinking a rum and Coke. There he is. Welcome to the stage, you two.
Mark, you've already got him drinking rum and Coke. What's going on here?
Well, we hope everyone's having a good time. And a little later in the show, we're going to be taking your requests. My son, Luis, will be doing that. So we hope everyone's having fun. We're having a blast. I think we need to make them thirsty.
We do.
You agree with me?
Sí.
Let's-
Uno más cerveza, por favor.
Let's do it. Blue water and sunny skies. Another day in paradise. It wasn't long ago we said goodbye, and I ended up down here. Now who's to blame? I can't recall. But who cares? It doesn't matter at all. 'Cause I'm a world away from you, sucking down an ice cold beer. But things never quite work out like I planned. What you doing back on my mind again? Sand, dollars, and pesos, a slight buzz and a sunburned nose. It ain't much, but it's something to show for all this wasted time. I thought the beaches and the ocean view were all I needed to get over you. The sun is shining like tequila gold, but I'm Pacifico blue. Now I could tell you about the fun I've had. At first it really wasn't all that bad. The weather's nice and the people are too, so how could I complain? But last night when I was all alone, I left a message at the sound of the tone and said, honey, won't you pick up the phone before I go insane? You cut me off and you left me hanging all the night. Pulled out a glass and I chased you off my mind. Sand, dollars, and pesos, a slight buzz and a sunburned nose. It ain't much, but it's something to show for all this wasted time. I thought the beaches and the ocean view were all I needed to get over you. The sun is shining like tequila gold, but I'm Pacifico blue. Sand, dollars, and pesos, a slight buzz and a sunburned nose. It ain't much, but it's something to show for all this wasted time. I thought the beaches and the ocean view were all I needed to get over you. The sun is shining like tequila gold, but I'm Pacifico blue. I thought the beaches and the ocean view were all I needed to get over you. The sun is shining like tequila gold, but I'm Pacifico blue. The sun is shining like tequila gold, but I'm Pacifico blue. How about Pablo and Anais joining us? We got a band here, Rudy B.
Sounds great.
You can't go north of the border now. Come on, Rudy.
We finally got the band filled out. What am I supposed to do? Turn around and run.
Well, you know what we're going to do right now? We're going to head on over to San Carlos we're taking the whole band over to a place that you guys know as a bar down in Mexico. Are you ready to come with us? We'd like to send this one out for the lovely Giggles. Everybody give it up for Giggles.
Oh, Giggles. Woo-hoo.
Well, I have worked my fingers to the bone, trying to build myself a happy home. But the more I work, the more goes to the band. So now I've got myself a better plan. I'm gonna buy me a bar down in Mexico, where I can pour the friends I know a shot or two of fun down by the sea. I'm gonna buy me a bar down in Mexico. What else could I ever need but the sun, a bar in Mexico with me? Well, I will pack up all my friends one day and head on down to our friend Giggles' place, and I'll be pouring drinks from dusk up till the dawn, while we dance the night away with Pablo and Anaisa. I'm gonna buy me a bar down in Mexico, where I can pour the friends I know a shot or two of fun down by the sea. I'm gonna buy me a bar down in Mexico. What else could I ever need? Son, a bar in Mexico with me. Well, I'll wake up every morning with nothing on my mind.
I know that, Mark. Nothing.
Pouring margaritas in a palm tree paradise. It's your part. I'm gonna buy me a what? Bar down in Mexico, where I can pour the friends I know a shot or two of fun down by the sea. I'm gonna buy me a bar down in Mexico. What else could I ever need but the sun, a bar in Mexico with me? What else could I ever need? Senoritas by the sea, the sun, a bar in Mexico, and all you guys out there helping us out. La 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 la. Come on, studio audience. La 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 la. We got the sun, a bar in Mexico with me. Yeah. Did you like our little trip over to Giggles? Giggles, we hope you're doing well. We miss you. All right, we're going to do another song together here. This is one that we just learned today. Salud, everybody. Cheers to you. You've seen some pictures of San Carlos tonight, and as you can probably figure out, I'm pretty addicted to this stuff called white sand, warm sun, and salty H2O, and so are my San Carlos friends. You guys ready? 2,
3.
Got a constant craving, can't fight the urge. Try to kick the habit, but it keeps on getting worse. I've given up on rehab, it's far too late. This lifelong addiction is impossible to break. Give me some white sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. You know what? This intervention's useless. It's out of my control. 12 steps from the ocean. Who needs 12 more? When you got white sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. White sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. Oh! goes back to my childhood, that very first trip. Watching the waves roll in mesmerized this kid. By the time they dragged me up the beach and shoved me in the car, I knew no matter where I'd go, I'd never get too far. From white sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. Now the sea's outside my window, there's a beach outside my door. Those three things still turn me on, just like long ago. White sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. White sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. Oh! So keep your change of seasons, the winter and the cold. Send me a postcard with pictures of the snow. I'll look at it and shiver and just shake my head as I'm putting on my flip-flops and stepping out instead into the white sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. Take all your sweaters, set them on fire. Slap on some sunscreen, put on some Kelly McGuire. Then turn around and run right to the place you want to be. Get your butt into some beach chair down here with me. In white sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. Living by the sea is so good for the soul. I pinch myself and wonder who could ask for more than white sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. There's no cure for this addiction. Every day I overdose on white sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. White sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. Oh! Isn't that right, Pablo Nunes? Help us out, everyone! White sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. All right, how about Pablo Nanais? We're going to get them back up here in just a few minutes. That was really fun. Thank you, guys. Muchas gracias. So, all right. Well, while they're getting on the other side of the lens, I would like to say happy birthday to a very special person. Pablo, si tienes la foto. Okay. I'd like to say happy birthday to a very special person watching the show all the way from Delaware, from Lewes, Delaware tonight. Look at her right there. That is Esther Wolf. And she is watching the show, and guess how old she is today, everybody? 87 years old today, and that's Jim with her. 91 on Jim.
Wow.
Are they looking good? I want to thank them and for watching the show. And Esther, happy birthday from Jim and also from Janice. They'd like to wish you a feliz cumpleaños, and of course here on Mulligan's Island, we all wish you the same. Thanks for tuning in every week like you do. And Esther, I think you got some of my mom's cookies. Was it you? Or maybe it was one of the hats or something you won a little while ago. So hope you like that. Rudy, you know, you've come down here now.
I think this might be 4 times this year.
I think it's more than that. And I just saw a Facebook post today that my studio audience of Chris and Mary over here, they've been coming down to San Carlos for a few years now. And just today, was it, that you hit 184 days, I think it was, right, on your stay, your total stay in San Carlos this year. They've basically forgotten how to speak English. Yeah, they've become full-on Mexicans now. So I want to welcome them. Of course, we love having them in San Carlos. And I'm warning you, the same thing just might happen to you that's happened to Chris and Mary. And it's slowly happening to Rudy and Beth, which, by the way, I want to really blame part of this on Seaside Realty.
Oh, yeah.
Because Seaside Realty has not only helped to put on this show, but when artists like this come down, so many times They have spoiled him silly with lodging over at the beautiful Pelican Beach condos. And Rudy, you were a Motel 6 guy before this, but
Well, I was. Then I went to Super 8. But then I got in the Mark Mulligan band. And now look what's happened. Oh, my goodness. I'm at Pelican Beach. Woo! Big change.
so thank you, Seaside Realty, for that. And Rudy, we love having you come to San Carlos. And let's sing a song that happened to me. I just became the song about 2 years ago. And Rudy, it's who knows? You just might become this song. I just came down for the weekend. I was running from the ice and snow, where the tropic sun comes beating down on the shores of Mexico. The sunshine that I was seeking, I found where the warm winds blow. I just came down for the weekend 25 years ago. Now I'm sitting in my salty jeans. I got a belly full of rice and beans, drinking beer and singing my song. Just an hope gringo can stay too long. I'm warning all you folks tonight, you can have your fun, but don't you miss that flight. Cause if you do, then you just might turn out to be acting just like me. Yeah, I still got my round trip ticket. I keep it just up above my bed. Fold it up to plug a hole in the roof and keep the rain off of my head. Ain't returning no phone calls. I don't answer email. Singing and calling out to the dolphin and the grouper and the yellowtail. Now I'm sitting in my salty jeans. Got a belly full of rice and beans. Drinking beer and singing my song. Just an old tourist that stayed too long. I'm warning all you folks tonight, you can have your fun, but don't you miss that flight. Cause if you do, then you just might turn out to be acting just like Rudy. Just came down for the weekend. I was running from the ice and snow, where the tropic sun comes beating down on the shores of Mexico. The sunshine that I was seeking, found where the warm winds blow. Just came down for the weekend 25 years ago. Tell us about Rudy B. The sunshine that I was seeking, down where the warm winds blow. Just came down for the weekend 25 years ago. Help us out now. Just came down for the weekend 25 years ago. Just came down for the weekend 25 years ago. Or should I say 184 days ago for Chris and Mary.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Michael McLeod, for writing that song and let me record it on the Bar Down in Mexico album. All right, let me say something in Spanish real quick here to Pablo. Pablo, hay una carpeta de fotos ya etiquetadas. Hay uno de Donnie Robin. La Mayer. Tiene como varias fotos de Acapulco y cosas así. ¿Todavía podrías agregarlos o no? ¿O ya es tarde? Si es tarde, olvídalo. No hay problema. Tal vez luego. Sí. Okay. You know what I forgot to sing? I forgot to sing Happy Birthday for Esther.
You did forget that.
I did. Wow.
I think we should do
So,
that.
Esther, we're going back to your birthday again. And by the way, I love your name in Spanish. It's Esther Lobo. Esther Wolf. That is such a cool last name. And it's gonna go out for her. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Esther. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Esther, and thank you. We do everything late in Mexico, so sorry about that. And thank you again for watching us. All right, Rudy, this time of night is kind of a nice night to do this next song. I know Sonny Jim, if he's out there watching, he's going to pick up his guitar and play along to this next song because it's one of his favorites.
Somewhere under the sky.
Yeah.
Somewhere south of somewhere. Somewhere under the sky.
That's right. You got it?
Oh, fun. Hold on. Let me go there. Yeah.
we go. He's queued up and ready to go.
Yeah, I got it.
Kind of nice around this time of night. You know, you guys have seen from the pictures that you look at of San Carlos, we've just had a stretch of amazing sunsets. I know my friends up in Keno Bay and my friends in Rocky Point have had the same. And I know when I lived in Phoenix for many years, I missed so many of those. I was in traffic. I was in my house. It was kind of, you know, getting home, garage door goes up, garage door goes down kind of thing. And, you know, I missed out on one of the coolest parts of the day. And it's just nice to be outside this time of day, somewhere under the sky. That's what this song's all about. Feet dangling, hanging off of the pier. Is this how it looks when God looks into the mirror? A big orange ball descends into the sea. While brush strokes of fire accentuate the scene. Cooped up between four walls too long. Half the time I hear your voice, it's on a phone. Round and round, spinning on some hamster wheel. Been so long I've forgotten how it feels to just be somewhere under the sky as the day turns into night.
Somewhere under the
sky, just you and I, clinging to the edge of a world that somehow would get by. If the two of us somehow disappear somewhere under the sky, somewhere under the sky. Downtown, cars are all jammed in a row. Hands on the wheel, ears glued to the phone. Unaware of the show that's going on. As a garage door goes up, garage door goes down. The horizon's on fire, painted in 1,000 shades. Streaks of neon shoot across the bay. Somehow the sea's been hypnotized, while in a split second my soul's been electrified. Electrified. Somewhere under the sky.
somewhere under the
Tonight, it's just you and I, hanging off the edge of a world that somehow would get by if the two of us somehow disappear somewhere under the sky. Somewhere under the sky. You and me on the edge of a world that somehow would get by if the two of us up and disappear somewhere under the sky. Somewhere under the sky. Somewhere under the sky. How about Rudy B on that guitar? Great job, Rudy. I'm going to miss having him with me. So next Monday, I won't have Rudy with me, but I'm still going to have fun, Rudy, because I'm going to go up after Wednesday's show in San Carlos at La Palapa Griega. That's a 5 p.m. show if you're in town. On Thursday, I'm going to go up and see my Keno Bay friends. Hi, Keno Bay friends.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see you at Seabreeze, also at 5 o'clock. And at both of these shows, by the way, open air, lots of room to space out. Well, space physically.
But I'm spacing out, and I do that naturally.
But in addition to the Thursday night show in Keno Bay, what I thought I would do next Monday is take you guys there on the Facebook Live show. These road shows have been a lot of fun. The last one was from Alamos, and we showed you a bunch of pictures from there and videos. And next Monday, you'll see pictures that my Keno Bay friends are sending me, and I'll take a bunch when I'm up there, too. Keno Bay is a very special town to me because although I live here in Guaymas, near San Carlos, it was back in 1972 when I was just a little tyke that my dad threw us all in the car and brought us down to the Sea Cortez. We ended up in Keno Bay, and it's been a part of my life ever since. I can't wait to show you a little bit of that town and bring you there virtually next Monday, 4 p.m. Pacific and 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So we're keeping the shows fresh and exciting and fun. Speaking of which, in just a couple of minutes, we're going to get Pablo and Anais back out here to join us for some more songs, because that's fun, too.
Oh, yes, it is. But, you know, Mark, I think I'm looking on a list that says I got a song I get to do, and I probably ought to tell everybody that, you know, when you are in Mexico, you never say the word mulligan, you say mulligan. So tonight, in honor...
Let's test that. Hold on.
Okay.
Let's test that. Come here a second, Luis.
Luis?
Come here.
Yeah,
he has
Luis.
a question for you.
I do.
We're going to find out if this song is nothing but fiction.
Luis?
Hello.
What is your last... ¿Cómo se llama?
Mulligan.
See, Mark, I'm not wrong.
Well, the vowel sounds here in Mexico are only A, A, E, O, U. There is no for mulligan.
Well, now with all four of us here, I think we're now the mulligan and the hooligans. You know, but hey, with just the two of us, I'd like to at least sing about it. Well, I sang with Mulligan in a Mexican bar. He was part hooligan and he was part rock star. Well, I'm a guitar playing fool again. Well, ever since I met Mark Mulligan, ever since I met Mark Mulligan, well, he talks about singing in a Mexican jail. Well, an 8-ball to the head, well, that's a really good tale. And then there's giggles, pouring drinks in a living room. They all made their way into one of his tunes. Well, I sang with Mulligan in a Mexican bar. He was part hooligan and he was part rock star. Well, I'm a guitar playing fool again. Well, ever since I met Mark Mulligan, ever since I met Mark Mulligan, well, he talks about sailing on his Hobie cat. I saw one this week. Great. Swimming with the dolphins in San Carlos, 'cause that's where he's at. And then there's favorite senorita, Elsa, 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 and all 4 kids. You'll find him singing for a living at one of his gigs. Well, I sang with Mulligan in a Mexican bar. He was part hooligan and he was part rock star. Well, I'm a guitar playing fool again. Well, ever since I met Mark Mulligan, ever since I met Mark Mulligan, ever since I met Mark Mulligan. Mark Mulligan.
You know what I especially like about this? I like the rock star part. I was unaware that I was a rock star until this song. So thank you, Rudy B. Ladies and gentlemen, I have finally become a rock star.
You're going to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. in
Pablo
Wymus.
Anais. Yes. See? All this time I thought I was more of a hip-hop star, so this was a little bit of a surprise to me, Rudy. So thank you. Let's get Pablo and Anais back out here to join us for... Well, actually, you know what? We're going to give it one more song before we get them out. But I want to show you a couple of pictures before we do this next tune of some special people. The very first one, let's see what we got here. Oh, look at them right there. That looks like Nancy and Fred Westover. And as you guys know, just recently we told you that Fred passed away. And we had a lot of his family members watching, and we showed a picture of him and Nancy. Really beautiful picture. Well, I really like this one right here because I think this one was from Memorial Day, and this is one of Fred's last outings. And I love how Nancy said in this picture, one of his last times out, he was in really good spirits. And I think that's a good way to leave this earth. What do you guys think? Do you agree?
Absolutely.
Give Fred a round of applause. And Nancy, you got to hang in there. I know times will get better for you, and thank you for sharing that picture. All right, this next one, I'm going to read you a little note from the person this is from because this is kind of neat. If I can ever get it out of here.
Can you get it?
Yeah, there we go. Okay, Pat Rusk. I got to read this one, but I didn't bring my reading glasses, but I printed really big. Okay, that is a picture of Pat Rusk, and I want to say hi to Pat and Rich watching us up in the Northwest. Now, that's Pat, and that's her granddaughter, Gracie. And here's a note from Pat. I'm showing you this picture of Pat because she has gone through some very, very challenging health issues lately. It has lots of people praying for it, including yours truly. And it's tough. It's been really tough. She's had some kind of good days, but also a lot of tough days. This is a note from her that says, "This is my granddaughter, Gracie. It was her first time to have a passport to travel outside the U.S. It was her first time in our kayak right off the beach from Bahia Delfine. She had just paddled with the dolphins and was overcome with joy. Me too, because it was actually one of our last kisses because of cancer and coronavirus here at home. We can't be together. This is my favorite. We will be with you Monday night, and Gracie will be too." Can you give them a big round of applause? Because I love it when people send me pictures and notes like that. What a great picture. And Pat and Gracie, if you don't mind, that picture is sticking in the rotation from here on out. You are a permanent part of Monday nights here on Mulligan's Island. So thank you. And Pat, my prayers go out for you. I hope everybody else out there watching tonight will join in my prayers for Pat. And thanks again for tuning in, Pat and Rich and the whole family. All right, I think, do we have one more? I think. Oh, yes. I want to say hi to Terry Chalice. Terry is, speaking of going through difficult health issues right now, she's got some challenges on her hands. But we all know Terry Chalice, and this is a tough woman who is up to a challenge. She was up to that from the very start with me when I had to turn over Castaway Kids to somebody who would be willing to take on a major, major endeavor. Most people would have said no, not Terry Chalice. She was brave and took on the Castaway Kids, and she grew that group into, it's like 125, 130 students of fully paid tuitions and books and all the expenses, kids who would have never gone to school. She is always, always, always giving of herself. She's always making people smile. Even when I've talked to her on the phone right now while she's up in a hospital, she still had that chuckle and that, that same twinkle in her voice. And Terry, I am praying for you daily. And I know this entire community is, because I'm getting emails all the time from people asking about you. I had an email from somebody up in Calgary who told me I'm not the type of person who prays, and I'm praying for Terry. So see, Terry, you're doing good again. You're getting us all praying, and that's a good thing. Terry Chalice, president of the Castaway Kids, please keep her in your prayers because we want to get her back here soon. She's done wonderful things for the community as well as those kids. And I can tell you that a lot of people who volunteer with Castaway Kids, not just the recipients of the tuitions and things like that, the people who have volunteered, their retirements have changed. Maybe they thought they were going to cruise around in a golf cart and watch The Price is Right and all that kind of crap. But now they're doing something with their lives, and they're working at a thrift shop or mentoring a child or whatever it might be. And Terry, that's all because of you. So the prayers continue. Terry Chalice, we love you. Get your butt back down here to San Carlos soon. We got to get you out of that hospital. I'm a believer in miracles, and I believe one is coming your way. I believe that with all my heart. And in the meantime, while I'm waiting for that miracle for you, I'm going to sing a song for everybody I just showed a picture of right there. Because even though they've gone through some bad days, you know, there's something in every day that's a good thing. And even our bad days can be good days. So, Rudy, let's do this one for them. 2, 3. My first moment as a member of the human race. They spanked my butt and told me, welcome to this place. I kicked and screamed, but what could I do? And the doc said, we're gonna circumcise you. Hey, looking back, I could have had a better day. I turned 5 and they sent me off to school, where I memorized prayers and I thought I was pretty cool. Till one day in the middle of the Our Father, I couldn't hold back a trickle of water. Uh-oh, please God, get me out of here, amen. Now you could say I've hit some bumps along the road, but why complain, 'cause that's just the way it goes. Now even my bad days are good, I wouldn't change a thing even if I could. Sure, every now and then life drags me down. Here I am still hanging round. Now there was this nun back in first grade who said, wipe that silly grin off your face. Hey, tell me why I should, if even my bad days are good. Went off to college and I got that business degree.
No way.
Actually, I did. I heard that the corporate world was the place for me. Then I soon found out that I didn't fit in, and I swore I'd never wear that tie again. So much for my future as a CEO. So I bought a guitar and I figured out how to play. Into a bar and I wound up on a stage, singing James Taylor, Croce and Buffett, and all the drunks threw dollars in the bucket. And the boss said, we'll see you next Saturday night. Thank God that tie fit a little too tight, or we might not be playing tonight here on Facebook Live. Even my bad days are good, I wouldn't change a thing even if I could. Sure, every now and then life drags me down, but here I am still hanging round. So there was that nun back in first grade who said, wipe that silly grin off your face. Hey, tell me why I should, if even my bad days are good. Hey, some good days for Pat Rusk and Nancy Westover and Terry Chalice and everybody else out there who's having some tough times. So I'll be that old guy on the stage who still got that silly grin on his face, like everybody should, 'cause even our bad days are good. Here's your part. Even our bad days are good. Studio audience. Even our bad days. Come on, Rudy, sing along now. Even our bad days, one more time. Even our bad days. My first moment as a member of the human race. They spanked my butt and told me, welcome to this place. All right, going out for all those folks we showed the pictures of and anybody else out there going through tough times. Keith, I'm thinking of you on that one too. Kim and Keith, hang in there. All right, I think now we need to get Pablo and Anais back out here. But I have a really, really stupid question. Is everybody having a good time?
Well,
All right, I'm about to have a better time.
I am, Mark, but I've got to have a beverage.
Oh, here we go. My son is coming. And by the way, I would like to put something on the record. My son did not There was ice in this before. My son did not put rum in this. Now, some of you were ready to call Child Protective Services on me when I asked Mighty Soul to bring me a beer the other day. So I had my son bring me a Diet Coke. And Rudy, if you would kindly pass me to Captain Morgan. While Pablo and Anais are coming out, maybe could you take the top off that and just pour a little bit in here? And you guys at home,
This
that's
bottle
okay
was
if
full
you're not
just before the beginning of the show.
Yeah, no. If you're not driving, you guys at home, join me in a beverage. Salud, everybody. I hope you're having a good night, and I really appreciate you keeping us going on Monday nights. I never thought Mondays would be so fun until you guys came around.
It is fun. Yeah, Mondays are special anymore. We know exactly what we're going to do. We tune in, we watch Mark Mulligan, and if I'm not playing here, I'm going to sit by the TV and play along anyway, because it's just a lot of fun.
Well, I have an idea, actually. I've been thinking about this. Okay, any of you guys out there?
Should I be scared?
You should be terrified
I'm
because,
afraid, okay.
well, actually not you, but Beth should be, because you're going to be all over this idea.
Oh, no, okay.
And Beth is going to be saying, this is my house we're talking about. Okay, here's my crazy little idea. So I've noticed from the people watching the show that there are clusters of people. Like there's a bunch of Colorado people, right? There's people in the Florida area, like around Punta Gorda, not too far driving distance from there. Of course, lots of Arizona folks. What I thought I would do is if somebody out there was interested in, at their home, I know that you have to have limited crowds now and people don't want to go out to crowded bars and all that, right? But if anybody would like to do something at their home with 6, maybe 8 people, maybe 4 couples total, where they can space out, do it on the patio, whatever they want to do, not a big crowd. They can even kind of check the crowd out. I'll send them the names. I thought like if somebody in Colorado or somebody in Florida, somebody, wherever it might be, if you wanted to host a little party at your house on a Monday night, what I would do is this. Let's say 8 of you got together in Phoenix at, let's just say it was at your house.
My house. Okay, fine.
At Rudy's house, for example, if you wanted to watch the show, 4 couples could get together and join Rudy, and Rudy could sit there, and at your house could be great because you could actually have the TV on the big screen. Yep. You guys could have appetizers before the show and do that, right? Yeah. Then what I would do, could you please hand me that bottle?
Oh, yeah.
What I would like to do is buy your party one of these. I'd like to buy the rum for your party. Okay? The rum is on me on a Monday night. I will have the host go pick it up, and I will send them the money. It's on me. Then what I would like to do is have you guys during the show send us little videos of yourselves. You know, maybe 2 or 3 times during the show. We can get an update.
Not at the end when we're all drunk. Just no.
And we'd like to see you. You guys can all send us pictures or whatever, and we will put you into my show on that very same night. I think it'd just be a hoot. What about you?
Fun. I think let's see what we can arrange. We're back there. We'll find out. Maybe
all
we
right.
can get a crowd for Monday.
Beth, not to put you on the spot or anything, but would this interest you? Beth is saying yes. So anybody in the Phoenix area, maybe send me an email or let's do it off Facebook. We'll do it if you send me an email, mexicomark@hotmail.com. I'll jot your names down. We'll run a police background check on you.
Yeah, we'll definitely do that.
Just kidding. Well, kind of. And then we'll get like maybe 8 people or something over at your house. You guys, if you want to have pizza or something. But the rum is on me, and we're going to put you on the show. And it doesn't matter where you are. If you're interested in doing that for 4 people, 6 people, 8 people, we'll make sure that we include you as a party during a Monday night. Is that a stupid idea, or?
I think it actually sounds fun.
My kid said yes?
Yeah, well.
Well, all right. Well, I want to welcome back up to the stage Pablo and Anais. They've been on the other side of the camera doing
It's
a great
the
job.
hooligans.
When I buy you that bottle of rum, you just might be singing this next song with us and doing a little drink in Mexico Dry. 1, 2, 3. Spring breakers with salt shakers, chasing every shot with a line. Old geezers and gold diggers, it's amazing what money can buy. They're all drinking Mexico Dry, dancing on the tables and falling on the floors. They're all drinking Mexico Dry, and I wish that they would just go home. vida loca. He wants to really get wild. Another shot at vacation's over. Now he's here for a while. 'Cause he got hammered, he got nailed. They threw his butt in the can. And now it's, please God, get me out, and I'll never drink with Pablo again. No more drinking Mexico Dry. He's finally learning how to say no more, no mas. Drinking Mexico Dry. And he wishes he could just go. Yeah, wish that they would just go home. Skanky folks with rum and cokes. I wish that they would just go home. All right. We have been getting some messages from Canadian friends and pictures. Like, I think Bill Thompson, was that you with that snowblower? That just looked morally wrong. I can't believe I even said that word during this streaming here. So I take it back. Let's sing about blue skies. What do you think? Because we're back under those babies. Are you ready? Up there, they're up to 38. Down here, we're down to 75. While the weatherman in Cleveland says the rain ain't gonna end. And they're freezing up in Denver in the ice and snow and wind. I'm back under blue sky, back in the sunshine, back where I ought to be. Like a fish out of water, suddenly tossed back into the sea. One glimpse of the ocean, waves in slow motion, no need to ask me why. I'm back under blue sky. Looking back, I guess I can't complain. The folks were nice and the job, it paid real well. But the truth is I don't get how people will keep from going insane. Cooped up in their houses, seeking shelter from the rain. While I'm back under blue sky, back in the sunshine, back where I ought to be. Like a fish out of water, suddenly tossed back into the sea. The sound of the ocean, waves in slow motion, no need to ask me why. I'm back under blue sky. Bundled up ain't how I meant to be. Tank tops and flip-flops, now that's more like me. Back under blue sky, back in the sunshine, back where I ought to be. Like a fish out of water, suddenly tossed back into the sea. The sound of the ocean, waves in slow motion, no need to ask me why. I'm back under blue sky. Yeah, I'm back under blue skies. Right, guys? We're all back under blue sky. Yeah. And that's a good spot to be, isn't it? Okay, I know what you're thinking. Yeah, Mark, that's all nice and cute, but the truth is, we want to hear guacamole. So, who's ready for some guacamole?
I think we all are.
Well, let's see. Let's see if my band here can do their part. Guacamole!
Guacamole!
We can do better than that. Studio audience, help us out. Guacamole!
Guacamole!
Here we go. I met her at the mercado. She was buying avocados, and man, she really turned me on. She reached for my peppers, and I grabbed her tomatoes. I knew it wouldn't take very long. She walked up to la mesa. She picked up some cerveza. So I picked up some onions and limon. And the way she looked at me, man, I could clearly see that it wouldn't take very long. Guacamole! Guacamole! We'd be making guacamole all night long. Guacamole! Guacamole! We'd be making guacamole all night long. Rudy B! She walked up to the line. I fell in right behind. And man, she sure looked good to me. She reached for her money. I said, wait a minute, honey. I believe this one is on me. We got in my pickup. We started to back up. We headed on down the road. We went into her casa. We ate tortillas de masa. And we made guacamole all night long. Guacamole! Guacamole! We were making guacamole all night long. Guacamole! Guacamole! We were making guacamole all night long. Rudy, play us some mushy stuff over there. Beth, that boy wants some guacamole. Guacamole! Guacamole! Haciendo guacamole toda la noche. Guacamole! Guacamole! Making guacamole all night. One more time. Guacamole! Guacamole! We be making guacamole all night long. Guacamole! Guacamole! We were making guacamole all night long. Some of you couldn't wait till after the show to have your guacamole. You're having it actually during the show. How about Pablo and Anais, everybody? Thank you, guys. Okay. Thank you very much. It's so fun having Pablo and Anais week after week with us. In fact, I think they're going to come up with me next week to Kino Bay and help me out with that show, which I seriously hope, because otherwise that show is going to suck. So thank you, Pablo, Anais. Rudy, you know, they heard the sophisticated song from you to start the night off, that Under the Gun thing. But,
They
you know,
did.
half
They
of my
did.
crowd wasn't buying it. They know the real Rudy B.
Yeah, there is that sick warped mind that somehow exists between these two ears.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's an empty space, but there's, well, anyway. Some of you have heard this song, and, you know, I got to sing this for a brand new crowd down in Alamos, and it actually was really a blast, because they weren't expecting anything.
Actually, it was at the cemetery. No, I'm kidding.
No, it was at the carpet shop.
Yeah.
So anyway, this song is that I wrote this song because of a guy telling me he learned how to take things to the waste to the dump. And after he told me he'd been there all week and he'd learned everything there was to know, I challenged him and I said, you know, what do you do with a dead body? He absolutely did not know how to answer that question, but thank goodness there was a Marine there. You know, they're trained, they're ready to go, serve and protect, and he said, just roll them up in carpet. And that song was born right on the spot. My neighbor's dog, he does his business in my front yard. Sort of ran him over when I was backing up in my car. Well, I didn't mean to do it. Well, he just got in the way. And it never would have happened if he hadn't been hunting right there in my driveway. Well, I've got a body. Well, I need a stash. Well, I roll it up in carpet and I put it in the trash. Then I put it in the bottom of a big old garbage can. Then I roll it to the curb for the garbage man. I need $100,000 to make an X go away. Well, I ain't got any money left to fix up my own place, and she was coming for money, and the stairway it gave way. Well, I've got a body. Well, I need a stash. Well, I roll it up in carpet and I put it in the trash. Then I put it in the bottom of a big old garbage can. Then I roll it to the curb for the garbage man. One more verse. I've got a boss, he likes to ride my back. Well, he starts early in the morning and he does it every chance that he gets. Well, he stepped off the curb when I was driving past. Well, you know, of course, I slammed on the brakes. Now I missed and stepped on the gas. Well, I've got a body. Well, I need a stash. Well, I roll it up in carpet and I put it in the trash. Then I put it in the bottom of a big old garbage can. Then I roll it to the curb for the garbage man.
Rudy B, everybody. Woo. You know, actually, one thing that was really cool was Rudy B and I this summer, we did an album together. We took my First World Refugee album and we made it into First World Refugee Unplugged. So if you're liking what you're hearing tonight of just the two of us on guitars, that's the entire album remade from start to finish with songs like Pacifico Blue, Drinking Mexico Dry. Some of the most requested songs are on this album. And we do this one for $10. In fact, you can even do it tonight because Rudy on Wednesday is going to be going north of the border. And he can take things like shirts if you end up wanting to buy a shirt or a CD or something like that. These are $10. And if you want one of these, you can use one of the links you see on the screen right there. And this thing will probably be sent out to you like Wednesday or Thursday or Thursday.
We'll get out this week for sure.
So, First World Refugee Unplugged. If you'd like to check it out, it was a really, really fun album. And thank you for all your work on that, Rudy.
Well, it turned out really awesome. I've got a lot of friends that say that it's their favorite album. They love it.
Yeah. Well, that's great to hear. I really enjoyed doing it. We got some requests coming in, and hold on. We'll do that one too. You got it. I want to do one for my friend Tom. This is a song that I kind of feel like doing as the air is getting a little more crisp. That's a nice word for cold. See, Mark Mulligan is not into crisp. I like warm. Okay?
I hate clothes. Baked to a crisp, maybe. Yeah, but not frozen to it. Yeah.
So, Rudy. All right, so here Rudy's going to join me on this next one. Around this time of year, is it just me or is anybody out there wondering, where'd my summer go? Ready?
Let's see if I can remember. Got it, yeah.
1, 2. Tom, I know you're feeling that way up in Colorado. Sorry, up in Canada. What happens every year around this time? Labor Day comes and goes, and I find that my heart starts sinking like the September sun. I tell myself, oh no, I swear the month of May was only yesterday. Next thing I know, it's where'd my summer go? Those days down on the shore, toes in the sand, sun on my skin. kids are back in school again, and reality is sure kicking in. The beaches are empty, nights are getting short, and the nights will soon be cold. Where'd my summer go? Now a lot of folks need a break from the heat. Call me crazy, bring on 101 degrees. I'd rather bake in the sun than put a sweater on. When it's cold, I just can't chill. But October's on the way, need one more lazy day. Somebody tell me where my summer goes. Can't life move a little more slow? Can't warm June weather last forever? Can't autumn be postponed? I wish these really long days would last, but the sun's going down too fast. Somebody stop it before it disappears, leaving me all alone. Wonder where my summer goes. They're breaking out sweatshirts and putting on jeans, but I still got my swimming suit on. I'm taking one last dip, then guess I gotta let go. Oh no, where'd my summer go? And Rudy, say it isn't so. I miss those UV rays on hot July days. Don't tell me that's all she wrote, but according to the weatherman, won't be long till we lose these tans. So what do you say, gang? Just one more time, you meet me down on the shore before we say, where'd my summer go? Where'd my summer go? Don't want to say where'd my summer go. That's what I'm asking. Viva summertime. All right, did I see that number right, or have Bill and Cheryl Howell been married now for 26 years? 26 years. Wow, give them, everybody, a big round of applause. They are Monday night regulars, and so many of you guys saw them during when people sent in videos. They were the ones out dancing in that field from a distance to I Be Smiling Today. And I miss them being on a dance floor. They're up in Canada, and they haven't been able to get back to San Carlos yet for my Wednesday nights. But once they do, before I even say hi, I'm putting them on the dance floor and singing them a song. And this one is a song that they would like to hear. And usually I do this one on the piano with you, but I was too lazy to set it up today.
Thing weighs 8,000 pounds.
Yeah, why couldn't I play this one on kazoo? That would have been
that would have been
would have been a lot smarter. Probably a lot more romantic, too. All right, should we try it out?
Sure.
1, 2. Granddad fell in love with my grandma back in 25. He knew right then she was the one. Now there they are in black and white. And as I wipe the dust off of that frame, I know that they're together once again. I would have loved to live back when the world didn't spin so fast. Things were different way back then. Yeah, love was made to last. It was more than just some store-bought ring. No, those vows they made meant everything. I want to love you like that, or I don't want to love you at all. Someday I want to look back at a picture hanging up on a wall and remember how it all began when I took your hand and said, I want to love you I wanna love you like that. One day we stood up before God and everyone we knew. I gave my word, you gave your heart, and we softly said, I do. With the promise to live faithfully for not a day less than eternity. So here we are now, me and you, raising 4 kids of our own. We've done the best that we can do to make this house into a home. And our kids will need someone someday. When they look at us, I hope that they will say, I want to love you like that, or I don't want to love you at all. Someday I want to look back at a picture hanging up on a wall and remember how it all began when I took your hand and said, I want to love you like that, or I don't want to love you at all. Someday I want to look back at a picture hanging up on a wall and remember how it all began when I took your hand and said, I want to love you like that. I want to love you like that. I want to love you like that. You guys are looking good in that video. In fact, my studio audience showed up in that video too, just looking awesome. And Bill and Cheryl, wishing you guys many, many more years of happiness together. What a fun couple. I will never forget some of the trips you've been on. Alamos, Banamichi, just fun times. And even though with the border situation from Canada to the States right now is making it hard for you to get down here, I know that very soon you're going to be dancing on my dance floor again very, very soon.
Oh, sure.
All right. Sean and Shara Castle, how are you guys doing? Is it kind of a cool night up there in Denver right now? I'm guessing it is, because Sean is requesting a song that tells me he's currently freezing his butt off and not happy about it.
You know, it's almost mean of you to ask. It is Colorado.
All right. So, Sean and Shara, get off your couch and dance to this song if you feel like it, or at least have a drink to it. This one goes out for you, and it's called Coastal Kid, which, by the way, we have a bunch of those watching tonight. Esto se puede con sino. Okay? Right?
If I remember the lead,
I
go
think
ahead.
Now the wind is blowing in, and my boat is heading out. Hop aboard, let's cruise out for a sail. Let's get this hull a-flying and head out toward the island. Haul the main sheet in, we're on our way. Let's play. We got dolphins off the bow, and they're putting on a show, disappearing somewhere in my way. Pelicans are diving around a lazy old sea lion, while a flying fish goes soaring across the bay. I was born in the desert sun, but the ocean called my name, to where the seagulls fly and the sun shines on the sea. Ain't no inland boy, no, I'm a coastal kid. Hey, what's the point if we ain't getting wet? While cruising round on my kayak or out there on my Hobie cat, drop those rudders down and sheet that jib. I'm a coastal kid. on my spear, and he looks so damn delicious. I can't wait to get this baby on the fire. And then we'll break out the beach chairs, watch the evening sun go down, and an encore of a full moon on the rise. This little band of golden sand is where I call my home, where the water stretches out to touch the sky. Ain't no inland boy, I'm a coastal kid. Hey, what's the point if I ain't getting wet? While cruising round on my kayak or out there on my Hobie Cat, drop those rudders down and sheet that jib. I'm a coastal kid. This salty sea's one big blue margarita, and my sail's an umbrella in that drink. We'll sail into that setting sun and fly a hull as the day is done. There ain't no place on earth I'd rather be. Ain't no inland boy, no, I'm a coastal kid. Hey, what's the point if Sean Castle ain't getting wet? While cruising round on my kayak or out there on my Hobie Cat, drop those rudders down and sheet that jib. I'm a coastal kid, so climb aboard my kayak or sail with me on my Hobie Cat. Let's drop those rudders down and sheet that jib. Yeah, I'm a coastal kid. A coastal kid. A coastal kid. Sean Castle's definitely a coastal kid. Nice job, Rudy B, Sean and Shara. Hope you guys are staying warm up there in Colorado. All right, Luisito, my son Luis, by the way, has been handling your comments tonight, and I hope you're enjoying conversing with him. He's having a good time on this. Sharon, I wish I could do that song for you. Facebook is cracking down on non-original stuff, so I can't do that one, but think of something else. Gary Schmid, I see that you requested the song we did with the band. You know what's so cool about Gary Schmid requesting the song Pacifico Blue? Do you guys remember that band that played in Cincinnati at the 13 Below Brewery? That was Gary Schmid and Mark, the duo, Pacifico Blue. And they are just doing a great job. If you're in the Midwest, say Kentucky area or Indiana, Cincinnati area, make sure you get on Facebook at some point and check out Pacifico Blue. If you do that right now, come right back to me. But you're going to love Gary and Mark, and I'm sure they're going to warm things up wherever they're playing in the near future. Pacifico Blue is the name of their band, named after a song by a writer that you know. So, oh, you got another one back there. All right, we'll do this. I can still read that, Luis. Let's do this one.
Yep.
And Sue, I'm going to do this one for you. Sue, I can never pronounce your last name. It's Monses, I think it is. She would like to hear the next song. And we're all thinking of Tom Shepard on this one. We want him to be back and healthy again real soon. Hope you guys will sing along at home to the title track. The old man drank a beer every now and then. One day we cracked a couple, just me and him. At 80 years old, all the stories he could tell you about his far-flung friends from France to Venezuela. He said I swigged Fosters with Aussies and Guinness in an Irish pub, a Shiner Bock and looking back, and buddy, sure enough, it's all the same beer, different can. Just different labels, different brands. more you understand, it's all the same beer, different can. Our pal Tom Shepard played a tour overseas, singing for all our folks stationed in the Middle East, at the ambassador's home right there in Riyadh. He sang a special song he'd written about his dad, and when the show was over he was loading up his band. This guy walked up to Tom and stuck out his hand. Said, that song about your father really meant a lot to me, 'cause I just lost mine and you described him perfectly. Now that man had on a white robe, he wore sandals on his feet, he had a good truck on his head, and man, it ain't that hard to see. We're all the same beer, different can, just different labels, different brands. But the more you sip, the more you understand. We're all the same beer, different can. Said, I believe God's gonna get a good laugh when we learn all of us Buds and Millers and Land Sharks and Coors and, yeah, guys, even Pabst are all the same beer, different can, just different labels, different brands. But the more you sip, you understand. We're all the same beer, different can. The more you sip, the more you understand. We're all the same beer, different can. Nice job, Rudy. Tom, thank you for co-writing that song with me. I got to say, a lot of us have gotten kind of creative during this whole pandemic thing. Tom Shepard, if you own a pet, he does these amazing pet drawings. And I didn't know Tom had that talent. I thought he was mostly just a songwriter. But wow, amazing job he has done on his pet paintings. And make sure you check out his Facebook page for that. Looks like the kind of thing that'd be kind of a cool gift for somebody.
I actually can vouch for that. Beth and I have actually done that.
Did you get a picture of me?
Well, you're not my favorite pet. I'm sorry, but a friend of ours has a couple of dogs she's really just in love with, of course. And man, the painting he did, I think it's pencil but oh my gosh, it was just gorgeous.
It is, and of course Kelly McGuire, man. If you've been following him at all, his painting has really, really taken off, and I'm really proud of Kelly. And he's even just sent me a new song
Mark,
the other day, too, which was kind of cool.
What are you doing?
I'm sitting around watching Oprah.
I don't think so.
Drinking too much. No, I'm kidding you. Yeah, another thing that I just started doing, I've done like 5 or 6 of these now, are called videograms. Actually got the idea from somebody here in my studio audience and my sister Mary, who's been a big part of helping me out on this show. Kind of a combination of both of your ideas. A videogram where people can send a videogram to a friend or a family member. It could be a birthday. It could be an anniversary. If you have a certain song like I Want to Love You Like That or something. Basically, it's me sitting right here, and we'll personalize the message so it's about them. And we can even do like a little deluxe edition of it where we put pictures in, like wedding pictures, that kind of stuff. And then what I do at the very end of it is I send you the Dropbox link to it so that you can send them that link, or you can put it on a USB and give it to them. And it's really, really cool. I got to tell you, this is just a little personal thing. My sisters had me do one for my dad. And my dad has seriously watched this thing since his birthday, which was in September, just about every day. Yeah. And we thought it would be the kind of thing he would watch one time, but we put pictures in and everything, and he's just watched it over and over and over. So we've had comments from people that have received videograms that people have gotten from me, and people have been moved to tears that their friend would send them something like that. So if there's somebody you know who's really difficult to buy for, like who's already got everything they want or can afford to buy whatever they want, this is something just kind of unique and different. And, Elsa can film me doing it. We can do it right here. And it'd just be a neat birthday or anniversary, or who knows, maybe even Christmas kind of thing. Sure. So thank you for bringing that up.
Hey, well, I thought you must be doing something.
Well, other than that, I'm not doing much. So, Luis, can I see the request list again here? Because we got time for just a couple more, and I'm going to drag Pablo and Anais up here in just a moment.
You know, Mark, you should not undercut how much work you put into these Monday shows. I know this because I've been down here for a couple of weeks. You take all week to get these ready. It is not easy.
Well, thank you.
I know that.
Thank you very much. And it's we're really, really doing our best to keep it fun and exciting every week. And Rudy, you've been a big part of that. Mike Nash, visiting, artists sitting in with me. Pablo Anais, Seaside Realty has been great about giving us another stage with a great backdrop over at Pelican Beach in San Carlos, which many of you guys have said, I want to rent that condo. So I want to thank all you guys, and especially you guys watching. You're such a fun group. And what's really neat for me after the show is to go in and read all the comments, because so many of them are you guys talking with each other. And we've decided that when this whole thing is over, we're going to have some kind of a party somewhere, and we want you guys to meet each other in person. And I think you'd all really hit it off. So keep that in mind. All right, one of the folks who joins us every week, let's see. Well, there's a couple of these here. Sherry, I think he played your song before. But Ed has got this one here that he would like to hear, and I know that means Holly is with him.
It's about time. Oh, yeah, got it.
Well, Holly, I appreciate that this has become one of your favorite songs. That always means a lot to me. People ask me as a songwriter, what songs mean the most to me? Well, I'd say the one that probably moves me the most and brings me to tears is Drinking Mexico Dry. No, I'm just...
Especially when it's dry, right, Mark? Yeah, I see that.
Speaking of which, Luis, this is a little dry. All right? He's not going to put rum in it, folks.
No,
Don't call Child Protective Services. It's just Diet Coke. All right.
You know, Mark, the sad thing is he's so darn photogenic. You get him on stage much more, they're going to say, Mark, get out of there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So, Ed and Holly, this goes out for you, and hope the rest of you enjoy it, too. It's about time. It's about time, someone muttered as he walked in through the door. He used to bust his tail to be the first one here and the last to go. They used to say that boy's the boss's rising star. He sure got his priorities in line. He's gonna go far. Maybe it was bound to happen. Maybe he just got burdened out. Or could it be he's finally learned what life is all about? It's about time. It's about time he realized. It's about time. Less time with the big shots, more time with the wife. He's always made real good living. Now he just wants life, and it's about time. I look in the mirror, and I wonder where those years have slipped away. I always thought that tomorrow would never come, but that was yesterday. It's been a while since I threw a ball to my kid out in the yard. I can't make up for every moment that I've missed. But it's a start. So I'll never win a Grammy, but that won't make me cry. I'd rather be the world's best daddy. Hey, at least it's worth a try. Now it's about time. It's about time I figured out. It's about time. Less time apart, more time with you. I gotta knock a few things off this great big list of things to do. It's about time, it's about fun, it's about good friends, it's about all those things that money just can't buy. It's about love, it's about faith, that's all that you're gonna take when you leave this world behind. Less time with the big shots, more time with the kids. Might not score that great big bonus. Hey, that's just the way it is. Now it's about time. It's about time we realized it's about time. More time kicking back, less time on the ball. We're driving ourselves crazy, just trying to have it all. We do anything to make that extra dime. Thinking life's about those great big dollar signs. But you live long enough and you will find it's about time. It's about time. Thank you, Ed and Holly, for the request on that one. I appreciate it. I always love singing that song. All right.
Was Coastal Kid was up there? Did you see that one?
Yeah, we did that one. We did that one for Sean. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hold on. Here comes my Coke. But does this Coke look a little boring to you guys?
Oh, yes.
Does it look a little boring? In fact, I'm looking at you guys through your TV screen. Your drink is looking kind of boring, too. In fact, some of you are getting darn near empty. And I'd like to remind you, you are not driving tonight. At least I hope you're not. That was well done, Rudy. Rudy, do you need another Coke, too?
No, I'm in good shape. But
Yes.
I could use a little of that.
Okay, there we go. That's good right there. Okay. Salud, everybody. Cheers from San Carlos, actually from nearby San Carlos, Sonora, Mexico. Salud, studio audience. Yeah.
Salute.
All right. Luisito, we got time, I think, for 2 more requests. And I'm getting Pablo and Anais up here. Flip that. Hold on. Let me see the front side. Luis is doing a great job. I think this needs to be a paid job for Luis tonight. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
He just got paid. All right. We're going to do that. Can you flip it around?
Ooh.
I'm going to have to wait on that one, but hold on. I'm going to do this. Flip it back around. I'm working, Luis, right here. Let's do this one for Franklin.
Ah, yeah. Okay. Hold on. I got to go there.
Yo creo que tenemos de lunas, pero también no sé si hay una carpeta para Mexico Moonlight. No hay una. Okay, well, I'm going to send this one out for Franklin and his gang that are watching this one. Don't know if we have a moon tonight, do we? We might have one. Chris is off to investigate right now. Well, let's all imagine there's a big moon above us as we sing this next song, going out for Franklin. By request. The day disappears and the sun softly whispers goodbye. From up on this sand dune I watch as it falls from the sky. There are places beyond the horizon, but tonight I don't care. It wasn't ambition, but dreams that once brought me here. Mexico moonlight, it's just you and me, and a soft serenade to the wind and the sea. Mexico moonlight, where do these summer days go? I just needed one night here alone. There once was a time when my whole world was just this guitar. Now I'm wearing out the strip on the back of my credit card. Life is so complicated, and it seems to get more every day. Until moments like this, somehow I just steal away. Mexico moonlight, it's just you and me, and a soft serenade to the wind and the sea. Mexico moonlight, where do these summer days go? I just needed one night here alone. Maybe it's magic, or maybe it's just peace of mind, but I'm somehow entranced, just sitting here watching you shine. Mexico moon, it's just you and me, and a soft serenade to the wind and the sea. Mexico moon, where do these summer days go? I just needed one night here. Where do these summer days go? I just needed one night here. Where do these summer days go? I just needed one night here alone. Franklin, thank you for tuning in every week like you do. You know what I'd love to do right now? I'd like to get Pablo and Anais out here for a song. And Lindsay and David, I haven't forgotten about you guys. I'm going to sneak your request in right after this one because I know you just got back to some Cortez Waters and you want me to sing about those. But Pablo and Anais, I really appreciate them in their busy schedules, taking the time to learn my songs as they've done. Anais, great job in the cajon. And Pablo, wonderful on the bass. These guys do it all. Like, they can play music and they can do all that stuff. I'm a one-trick pony. This is all I can do. If it weren't for this thing, I'd probably be in prison. Or, you know. Yeah. Vamos a hacer somewhere south. All right, so I think it's time that you guys up there, like my Canadian friends who are just dying to head south, but they can't yet because they can't get through the States yet, we need to bring them southbound on this next song. And this is one of the first songs of mine that I ever had covered. It was covered by Eric Stone, and he did a great version. I hate to tell you, I actually like his version better than my version. So, Eric, great job on that. Let's take them all somewhere south of somewhere. 1, 2. Welcome back, Pablo and Anais. They're jumping today. There's a fisherman out on the boat. He throws out a net and he hauls up his catch and he heads back to the sandy shore, to a house by the dock with a door that don't lock, where there's music on the radio. It won't take too long. He'll be singing a song and cooking on an open stove. Help us sing this one, guys. No, there ain't such thing as the blue sky blues. At least they never happened to me. It's never been a mystery what keeps me coming back. It's the beaches and boats, the south of somewhere,
south,
somewhere south of somewhere. In colors so bright and dresses so tight, I see ladies walking down the street, lovers romancing, barefoot and dancing, grooving to a tropic beat. In the sea of confusion, I kick off my shoes and I catch her looking back at me. She flashes a smile, we laugh for a while, till she says, "You want to dance with me?" It's the tropical sun, it's a midnight run to an island or distant shore that keeps me coming back for more time and time again. It's the tacos and rice, the salsa, the spice, the smell of the sea in the air. Somewhere south of somewhere, south, somewhere south of somewhere. Swaying like dancers, moving to the sound of the wind. No, there ain't such thing as the blue sky blues. At least they never happened to me. It's never been a mystery what keeps me coming back. It's the beaches and boats, the pirates and poets that keep me hanging around down here. I think Rudy B could use a beer.
good, yeah.
Somewhere south of somewhere, south, somewhere south of somewhere, somewhere south of somewhere, south, somewhere south of somewhere. That's Pablo and Anais, everybody. Oh, so fun having them join us. Thank you, guys. Gracias. All right. I'm going to do a request, and then we're going to have Rudy B do one song to close us out because we're getting near the end of Rudy B's world tour with me that started in San Carlos and ends in Guaymas, just a mere 16 kilometers away. Like I said, this is known as it's a small world tour. I mean, how much more of the world do you really want to see than from Guaymas to San Carlos?
Well, you know, the beaches.
I've heard about Italy, but
I'm going to tell you, though, the beaches of San Carlos are really pretty darn cool. We have enjoyed this.
Well, I know who else is enjoying being back, and that's Lindsay and David Dickinson. They've been up in Green Valley, but they've been craving getting back down here to these Cortez waters. And it's another one of those songs that I so appreciate somebody turning into their own. Every time I played at La Palapa Griega on my Wednesday night shows, they are the first ones on the dance floor for this one. Hold on a second.
Two.
Oh, yep. Sometimes I have to relearn my own songs when I haven't played them for a while. David and Lindsay, it's been a long time since I played this for you. All right, let's take them all down to these Cortez waters.
I know there's a lick here.
Sonora sunshine down on me. You never knew how much I need a moment like this, a moment like this. When my world came crashing in, I heard a voice off in the wind saying, "Come back home. Boy, you're not alone. So let your tides come rolling in. Splash some of that salt there on my skin, 'cause I'm home again. Wash me away in waves of Cortez waters. Feel the ocean spray as the wind's filling up my sail. Each time I stray, the feeling hits me harder. How I could leave, but I've learned, why even bother? I just come back to these Cortez waters. I feel your sand beneath my feet. Why do my footprints always lead right back to you? Right back to you. Guess when it's all said and done, you're the place I belong, and it sure feels nice. Don't need to think twice before coming back. So many lessons that I've learned. Come on now, didn't you know that I'd return? Now I've returned to stay. Wash me away in waves of Cortez water. Feel the ocean spray as the wind's filling up my sea. Last time I strayed, the feeling hit me harder. I could leave, but I've learned, why even bother? I just come back to these Cortez waters. So blame the force of gravity, or maybe there's something wrong with me. A restless feeling running through my soul that led me back to this shore. Wash me away in waves of Cortez water. Feel the ocean spray as the wind's filling up my sail. What can I say? My words cannot describe it. I could leave, but I've learned, why even bother? I just come back to these Cortez. Well, here's your part, guys. Wash me away back to these Cortez. Wash me away back to these Cortez. Well, one more time. Wash me away back in these Cortez waters. Going out for David and Lindsay. Great to have you guys back in San Carlos. Can't wait to sing for you Wednesday night at La Palapa Griega. Before I have Rudy B do one last song, thank you, Seaside Realty, for helping to keep these shows going. And for all of you guys who were wondering about that beautiful backdrop that I so often have, that's courtesy of them over at Pelican Beach. A lot of you have asked about renting that specific condo. Just make sure to look at Seaside Realty online. There's a link to them on my website. And they will definitely treat you right when you say you're a friend of Mark Mulligan. And, you know, it's a great time to get down here. The weather's just been beautiful. We're outside in shorts right now. I even hopped in the water a couple days ago, still swimmable. And so I hope you'll get down here and enjoy, here in November. You're going to love it. In San Carlos, not a long drive from Phoenix or Tucson. My Southwest friends, I hope you get down here. And my Southern Cal friends, don't forget, it's so easy from Tijuana, flying over to Hermosillo, just an hour away. So email me if you're ever interested in coming down here. I can give you all the tips you need, and we'll get you here. I want to thank all of you for joining me on another Monday night, and remind you that next Monday I'll be coming to you from Keno Bay. I can't wait to see my friends up there for a live show on Thursday at Seabreeze, and then Monday I'll be bringing all them to you on Facebook Live. And I want to thank Rudy for these last few shows. It's always so fun. We met on a plane several years ago, as many of you know. God works in mysterious ways. He really, really does. No joking. Had either one of us checked into our flight literally seconds apart, we would not have been seated next to each other. Our livers would be in far better shape than they are right now.
That may be true, but
Rudy would probably have a lot more money than he does right now. I'm kidding. It's been a wonderful thing having Rudy B join me. Do you guys agree at home?
I hope so. Thank you.
So, Rudy, I think on this last song of the night, you need to tell them what your life was like before you became the Mark Mulligan Band.
Well, and, you know, I have to give Mark some credit on this song because the whole premise of the song came from me complaining about the job I had right before I retired. And
he was a stripper.
I was actually a consultant, if you can imagine. And I just said, Mark, I'd like getting paid. I do. I can't complain about the paycheck, but man, I'm just so done. I'm getting burned. I'm just burned out. And Mark said, I think you're maybe one payday from staying and 2 drinks from leaving. And right then and there, that became this song.
You guys sing along at home on the appropriate parts. I'll help you out. Rudy B.
Here we go. One more payday has me staying, but I'm 2 drinks from leaving. I sure do like that money, but I hate this job. That old paycheck that I'm making, it ain't worth taking any more grief, 'cause I hate this job. Well, I've had it with the boss man. Who does he think that I am? His own slave, he gets to boss around. Any more of his shtick, well, it's gonna make me really sick. The only cure is another round. How about another round?
Oh, yeah.
And after paying all the taxes, what is left? I need glasses just to see a number that darn small. After getting up together now, I'm going back in that direction. I hope I paid enough to pay it all till my last call. Oh, one more payday has me staying, but I'm 2 drinks from leaving. I sure do like that money, but I hate this job. That paycheck that I'm making, it ain't worth taking any more grief, 'cause I hate this job. This is me hating that job. Now I'm up at the crack of dawn, and I'm still working way too long, and I didn't even stop for a bite to eat. Now my email is piling up, and there's something broken, something stuck, and all I want to do is go get drunk. So let's get drunk. All that I am saying is I'm tired of corporate gaming, political correctness, and all that stuff. 40 years is one long time, and all that's been on my mind, well, I just have to say I've had enough, 'cause this job sucks.
You guys all ready? All right, let's help out on this.
All one more payday has me staying, but I'm 2 drinks from leaving. I sure do like that money, but I hate this job. That paycheck that I'm making, it ain't worth taking any more grief, 'cause I hate this job.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rudy B. Hey, we want to thank all. Do you like the job of being the Mark Mulligan Band, though?
Actually, it's a blast. It is a blast.
Again, we want to thank you guys. Hey, I want to remind you that we do have a CD that we recorded together. If you like hearing Rudy B and me do our stuff, we have the First World Refugee Unplugged album. And in addition, I would like you to send me an email if you are interested in Rudy B CDs. Tell them about your latest CD.
Well, it's called Those Were the Years, and it's kind of a look back of some of the stuff I went through and thinking about life in general. So
yeah,
it's kind of a reflective thing, but it's fun.
It's a great album. I absolutely love it. I hope you guys will check that out. I also want to remind you, my entire CD collection, there's a whole bunch of songs here, 10 CDs. If you would like to get it, I will put it at the same price as we do the USB thumb drive. I'm going to have Pablo take a close-up. All you do with this baby is pop it in a USB in like a newer car. You just go like that. That's all it takes. And on a credit card size thing, you've got 147 songs or something like that. And all in one place. These are only $49. I hope you will check these out or grab the whole CD collection. And Rudy B, thank you so much. Great having you here in Mexico with us.
Well, Mark, thank you for letting me come down. I have absolutely enjoyed it to the max. Thank you.
You got it. I will see you guys next Monday night. We'll do the show from Keno Bay. Can't wait. God bless you guys.